Hello everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Crying Suns! In the last episode, our amazing swarm ship, the Chaos Battleship, defeated all the enemies in Sector 2. And that's fantastic because it sounds like we'll get some experience or something of the sort as well. Some more, I guess, points to spend if something we can make, well, win or lose. We made it through Sector 2 now, so that's fantastic. So I'm going to do the standard stuff, and for opening, I'm going to take a look at the shop, look at my upgrades, and when I'm back, I'll have made up my mind what we're getting. We'll purchase it, and then we'll explore Sector 3 together. So give me a few seconds. Okay, everyone. I think my mind's made up on what we'll be purchasing. Let's go ahead and do it. So we definitely want another additional squadron dock. This, in particular, battleship's special is spawning quick waves of easily defeated but very fast to get back into the battle squadrons. So we want another squadron dock for that. Next, I think we're gonna buy all the neon we can. We also took a bit of damage. I just realized we did. So let's repair that. That's a shame, kind of. I didn't realize we were damaged until I looked right down there. That's going to impact my buying a little bit. I think we should. I do want to sell that MK1 Juggernaut. All we have are boomers. But I can wait on that a little bit longer, I think. I am going to sell our engine disruptor. Let's get rid of this. And I think we'll get rid of the debris catapult as well. Unless, what am I currently using? Cannon, core blaster. Yeah, let's get rid of the. Sorry. Wait, no, that's correct. That's correct, Tim. Let's get rid of the debris cannon. And I am going to get rid of the. Oh no, we'll hold on to the Juggernaut. It's 70 damage? 70 to 80 damage. Yeah, we'll hold on to it. With the last of our scrap, I'm going to grab a hardened hull to give us more hit points. We'll earn an extra 45 for this. Oh, we can take it again for another 40, but I'm going to want a little bit of scrap to handle some encounters. Alright, so as where we're going, I did not see a Omniforge anywhere around, and that is what I want. I want as much fuel as I can get and an Omniforge if I can find one. So I think it's probably in our best interest to try to get to this location, because we'll get a good scan of what lies ahead. And if there's an Omniforge down one of these places, we can conserve some fuel and make a beeline for it to upgrade some of our squadrons just a tiny bit more. So we'll head over to Beta Elitis to start. And then I'll make up my mind if we're doing the anomalies or not. We probably should at least try one anomaly, hope for a fight, and see how well we'll do against the ships in this sector. So let's jump. This is a repair station. Looking for repair work? We'll bang it out. But we only do big jobs here. Small jobs just don't do it for us. We don't have any damaged hull. Thanks for your offer, but we have no need of your services at this time. Suit yourself, bud. But you need repairs, come back. We'll bang it out. +1 neon, very nice, effectively, except for the jump we did here. I think we'll try one of these. Let's go for this planet. Church ship, sir. This will hurt me more than it'll hurt you, sinner. Battle is imminent. Good, we get some practice. What are we dealing with over here? They have the... okay, so they have the Thorns aura, basically, to protect themselves. Nothing guarding your squadrons, and they have 2 frigates. Hullbreaker laser. Engine disruptor to slow us down. Matter destabilizer to put a dot effect on my vessels. And an executioner laser to do incredible damage to a unit. Alright, well, we do the standard stuff. We're gonna just swarm them. They don't have any AoEs, right? Oh, well, they do the engine disruptor, but I'm gonna spread my units out to try to reach their ship. We immediately got hit. Good job on their side. That is beautiful. I love seeing all my vessels charge in every single direction. Okay, and that's all we need to do at the moment. These 2 guys will begin working them. Once they detonate, we'll send in some more of my boomers. Our cannon actually is ready. Can we can't hit both of them. I think we can detonate this guy. That will also, as you can see, destroy their frigates that were there. Oh, we gotta save our ramming frigate. Thankfully, it's immune to that. Did it work? I don't think it worked. Okay, we gotta spawn more boomers. Oh, not you though. Might actually lose a hull. 12 seconds and they're back up again. Damage over time. We're doing it. Oh, nice. And that fire might save this whole block for us. Might do so. And it did. Thank goodness. Good job, Admiral. 82 scrap. Okay, let's look and see what else is in this system. A nothing and another anomaly. What else do we have That's why I said this. Yes, what's in this galaxy? No Omniforge yet. There might not be one here. Let's ignore the other anomaly and come over here to Oberhausen, Australis. We'll get a check of these 3 locations, and if there's an Omniforge, we'll make our way toward it. If there isn't one, then I might come over here to the mercenary outpost to see if I can purchase another DNA person. A DNA person? All people have DNA. We'll see if we can purchase an officer who has the special DNA unlock for us. Church Battleship, Admiral. Spilling the blood of you and your crew will no doubt appease the god machines. Ooh, nice area to fight right in the middle there. What did... Hullbreaker laser MK2 again. Shield Disruptor, Mara Destabilizer. Same exact weapons? Almost. They have a freezing gun. Otherwise, this is pretty much exactly the same as what we just fought. Oh, a little different. They have a squadron guy as well this time to help speed up their vessels. So we might not be able to do this in time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. Charge the weapon system. This is gonna be tricky. How do we approach them? Yes, my Zerglings. Let's have you come back. You're damaged. You'll just easily... Well, we could just detonate you, I guess, on the enemy hull, but we'll pull you back. We're immune to that. I think we got one of our patched groups out there. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, they might try shooting it down. That one actually worked, though. They're gonna stop me from killing them right away. We might end up losing a hull. Oh, maybe not. Ah, they did destroy it. Darn you. We'll have to make some repairs probably then at the next location. Yep, lost a hole. Lots of pausing. Still did it. 86 scrap. Very nice. We did lose one piece of hull. I think there's a shipyard in this location. There is. Okay, perfect. Let's first scavenge some neon. Plus 2 more. Now we should have the sensors ready to see what else is in the system. But I'm going to first go here. Oh, yeah, let's go here. Actually, we should get even more scrap first. So let's see what is at the ejected cryopod. If we have a good chance of saving someone, that will also obviously come in handy. Thank the machines you're here. This ship is trying to siphon neon off our station. Second incoming transmission, sir. Don't believe a word she says. I saw they were low on fuel, so I was trying to give them some of mine, is all. I know the Omni shut down, but we can still be kind to one another, can't we? I wonder what this guy is worse at, telling the truth or stealing neon. This is Admiral Idaho of the NS Odysseus. Stop, civilian, or I'll make you stop. Admiral Idaho? I must be hearing things. All this dark will do that to you. Just mind your business, pal. This has nothing to do with you nor your ship. Well, that didn't work. Captain, go get our friend and put him in the brig. That should sober him up. Aye, aye, sir. So we put him in the brig, had quite a little setup in his ship. Guy's been making neon rot gut for years. Who said science was dying? Goes by name of Vaughn, sir. For its worth, he says he met you once. Most likely he's never met the original me. But I'll pay him a visit nevertheless. I'm interested in what he has to say. I wouldn't believe a word of what he says, Admiral. He's clearly unstable. I'll keep that in mind, machine. I don't believe it. It is you. Admiral Idaho, as I live and breathe. And why wouldn't it be? Because you died. Or so I believed until now. And tell me, why is it you believed me dead? But surely you've heard the story yourself, Admiral. The story? Yes, but I'd like to hear your version. There are so many. Well, on Ganyma, a planet in the House Kosh Buenda sectors, there once existed a group of people called the Survivalists. As incomprehensible as it is, these people believed the Empire would be better off without the Omnis. Crazy talk, I know. I mean, I don't worship the things, but the idea that we'd be better off without them is just plain wrong. After years of abuse at the hands of House Kosh Buenda, their number is down to only a few thousand. They knew they had to fight back or be wiped off the stars. So after years of secretly amassing weapons and resources, they rebelled one day, 26 years ago, 6 years before the shutdown. House Kosh Buenda never saw it coming. After quickly overwhelming local troops and destroying local Omnis who, limited by their Rubicon, were unable to defend themselves, they shut down the local folder. Oberon, rightfully fearing these terrorists, fearing they might attack other planets, sent you and Vice Admiral Okenwald to squash the rebellion and protect his subjects. But because the folder was down, it took you and your battleship 5 years to reach Ganyma and Elysium. From Elysium. By the time you arrived, the survivalists were ready for you. More than ready. They had turned Ganyma into a veritable war machine. You asked for their surrender, but it was useless. They weren't going back to the way things were before. To their way of thinking, they were finally free. They'd finally secured a future for themselves. You and Okanwo attacked, but soon discovered your few ships were outmatched by theirs. Then, Admiral, you made the ultimate sacrifice. You ordered the other ships to stockpile their makers of darkness, Telos nukes, on a single ship. Your ship. Okonkwo begged you not to do it, but you knew it had to be done. For Oberon. For the good of the Empire. And alone you crashed your ship into Ganyma, setting off an immense chain reaction, vitrifying those terrorists and saving the Empire at the same time. The rebellion had been put down, but not without a cost. Back home in Elysium, your death was mourned by hundreds of thousands, and Oberon, with the eyes of the Empire upon him, proclaimed you the greatest hero the Empire had ever known. But now I know it's all untrue. You didn't die. You survived Ganyma. But why, Admiral? Why were we told that story in the first place? I would tell you why, Ensign, but you don't have the necessary clearance. I understand. It's above my pay grade. I'm no longer even a member of the fleet. Sometimes I wish I still was, though. Sometimes I wish I was still fighting for all that's good. All that remains. But the truth is, I don't think the fleet, not even with the greatest admiral of all time leading it, can save us now. These truly are our final days. What else have you heard about the survivalists, Vaughn? Some people think they may have been behind the shutdown, you know, because they believed we shouldn't rely on Omnis for anything. But they couldn't be, could they? I mean, you killed the survivalists, all of them. Vitrified those poor bastards into glass. Well, that was the story anyway. You hear rumors every now and then about a ship carrying the last of their kind, floating through space, searching for you, Admiral. Searching for me? What for? Payback. For what you did to their planet, to their people. I'd imagine they'd be a little sore, don't you? You have other questions? Tell me about House Kosh-Budea. The next to House Telos. They are probably the most powerful house all in the Empire. That or House Akibara Sung. The Kashas have existed since the beginning, but it seems they never had enough power. Not for their taste, anyway. Their abhorrence for the old man was no secret. After all, he's had them and House AS under his thumb for centuries. There are rumors the Kashas made several attempts on his life throughout the decades. Well, nothing's ever been proven. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me one bit if House KB had something to do with the shutdown. Tell me more about House Akibara-sung. Those Akis, they're just like Kashas. Have wanted Oberon out of the picture for decades. They've always resented the old man for having more power than them. Hell, the Empire might be theirs if not for Oberon. You can see how that might rub those gene mods the wrong way. I've always thought that maybe they played a part, a large part even, in the shutdown. Those money grubbers ruled a tremendous amount of power. They still probably do for that matter. No, you definitely can't rule them out as suspects. They've always thought they were so much better than the rest of us, haven't they? Any other questions? I have no more questions. I have a sneaking suspicion you have other questions, too. My captain tells me we met once. You wouldn't remember me, Admiral. I wasn't highly ranked. You were in the fleet. Yeah, many years ago. The first fleet. I was discharged. Always had a problem with the drink. Ensign Vaughn. I flew on the Hyperon too. Man, that was a long time ago. I have a sinking suspicion you have other questions. What do you know about Vice Admiral Okonkwo? Well, you hear a couple stories about him. One is that he was your best friend, your right-hand man. Always been since your days at the academy together. The other is that he was very jealous of you. It said you were always Oberon's favorite, the Golden One, chosen to lead the Empire if Oberon ever stepped down. And that Okonkwo lived in your shadow and resented you for that. Me? I don't know which story to believe. Then again, I'm not much for gossip, know what I mean? What I like to do instead is get drunk and hit up the space casinos. Now, that's a good time. Anyway, knowing Vice Admiral Okonkwo as you do, only you know the truth there, Admiral. Right. Only I know the truth there. I won't keep a former Imperial soldier as a prisoner. If you stay out of trouble, not steal anymore, you're free to go. Thank you, Admiral. That's kind of you, but, you mind if I say something before I go? Go ahead. One thing kind of strikes me funny when I think back to the time I met you. And what's that? You haven't aged one bit. How could that be? That's just the darkness in here, Vond. It plays tricks on the eyes. Yeah, you're probably right. Alright, let's see what we're getting into down here. Okay, well, we can do it. We'll lose most of our Marines, but I don't intend to do another ground mission. Not really. And there is that mercenary camp. If there is no Omniforge up at... Oh, Omniforge. No, let's do this first, and then we'll take a look at the star map, obviously, when we make the jump out of here. So, good luck, officer. We could leave right now with 35 free scrap, and that's it. And then I could eat my words and do another ground mission later, but I think we're going to continue with this one. So what's happening to us now? So we had a discretion fail. So we landed on this planet's surface, and we were detected by something down here. We'll go with there are... You ever play Sword of the Stars? There's, like, von Neumannish, like, probes down here. And so this is all, again, like another automated defense system. And so we were detected by them on our landing, and then our ship took off, but we came under fire almost immediately after that. And so we were able to get away. We took some hits on two of my Marines, though. And then we were able to destroy a few of them. Piloting lets Sahar Miner guide our Marines to hitting these flying targets, or hovering targets, a little bit better. And we got some scrap from that battle. Defeating another group of them. Defeating another group of them. Supposedly our officer will come back alive, so we're gonna keep going. I think we're almost at the end. So the persuasion failed. I don't... how... Okay, so we had an engineering check fail, and we took more hits. There. So we're carrying larger and larger von Neumann, or different types of them. Maybe the engineering, there was actually some ground defense turrets placed, and we were unable to destroy them. Persuasion check failed. We tried sneaking through, or trying to get through some sort of the guard post or waypoint, And the sense is that, again, as we had seen in an earlier attempt, we were unable to drop the defenses through passwords that we tried. And so the systems opened up on us. Nice. We did manage to save the person that was down here, though. The von Neumanns must have, or whatever system is down here, must have captured him and held him prisoner. There's probably actually several cryopods, and he might have been the last... Yeah, okay, so there's several cryopods down here, and he's the last one. And we were able to get to him in time and rescue him. Wow. Well, it said we would lose 4 through 9 Marines, and we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Marines, and Sarah did live just barely. .68 scrap and Lieutenant... Sorry, Lieutenant? How do I know that? Well, he is a Lieutenant, actually, isn't he? Anton and Onimus. And he's a DNA guy! Awesome! Holy crap! This officer will now be available in your starting roster whenever their clone is ready. What do you do? Advanced Critical Repair. Applies to any system. Immune to health loss due to critical effects. So, if we have him in a system, I guess when fires start there, he doesn't take any health loss. Can repair even when locked by a whole critical effect. Critical effect repair speed 1000%. And he has discretion, hacking, and irradiation. That really worked out for us. Wonderful. Let's head to the shipyard and get our ship repaired. Picking up a pre-shutdown ad on this beacon, sir. Some people enslave the Omnis, while some worship them as gods. When it's all said and done, who do you think will enter the Guardian? Enter the garden. And there's squadrons here. So first, we're going to repair our bar. What do we have here? When an enemy battleship has critical effects, your squadrons charge their abilities 30% faster. Still not sure what this means. I think this means that if has critical effects. Is that like a debuff? Is that what that means? Or does this mean just simply overheating? I think that means overheating. So when the enemy is overheated, our squadrons recharge their abilities 50% faster? I don't know what I think about that. I don't think it's worth 100. Okay, so I'm really tempted to buy one of these, but before I do that, I want to look and see what's ahead of us. There is an Omniforge here at Terid. So then we'll want to go to... So we could go up to Tetra, Aldib, and then Terid. That would give me more attempts to get Neon from the suns along the way. So we'll probably do that. So it's going to be 2 Neon to upgrade a Boomer from an MK2 to an MK3. Do I want to spend 4 Neon for some fighters? So this, I don't think the Boomers are worth it. I'd rather spend the Neon on upgrading my MK2 to MK3s right before the final battle. Because this would pay for 2 upgrades. Well, having another squadron would be nice. But I am tempted to buy the fighters because we don't have any fighters at the moment. The granted, their health is only 18 though. Do I really need fighters? I think I just really want Boomers. 18 health. My goodness. Ha, the drones actually have more life. Okay, so let's spend all of this on the Dion. We'll take 5 neon. That gives me 12. So if I don't spend any neon to do visit other locations in these systems, then we would have 12. When we get here, that will let me upgrade 5 boomers. We still need some neon when we reach the cluster boss. To reach the cluster boss. Do I want to spend 105? How many fleets do I have again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still have more MK2s as well, Tim. Oh, I said I'd do all this off screen. I guess we'll we'll finish this one on screen. So you're better off buying more neon, Tim. Buy more neon. Done. We'll hold on to a little bit. If we get more scrap, we can upgrade our vessel a little bit more. In the meantime, I think we will jump to... Oh, I could stay ahead. I'm not really well, you know, I don't know if the security threat that occasionally happens would allow them to reach my ship. I'm under the impression that can't happen, but maybe it can, in which case I'm probably better off not staying way ahead of them. But I would like... Okay, no, we'll jump here. Let's get to the Tetra system. Incoming message! An Imperial ship? We don't get many of those our way these days at the clinic. Well, what can I do for you, Admiral? Tell me more about this station. Before the shutdown, this was a hospital where we treated patients with all kinds of mental problems. Omni inferiority complexes probably being our bread and butter. Omni envy. A serious problem for citizens of the Empire. But that was then. Now the clinic is little more than a refuge for the few of us human doctors and our families. It's not much, but we call it home. Admiral, if I might, this could be a good chance to help the officers and crew with some of their... problems. Sir, some of the crew are starting to worry that their emotionally linked memories are never going to come back. Talking with a shrink, a psychiatrist, I mean, could do them some good. It would give them something to do. Doctor, some of my crew members are having some difficulties. Depressed over the shutdown, I take it. More like fatigued from trying to restore the Empire's sectors to their former state. I see. That would wear a person down. Well, we'd be happy to do what we can, Admiral. It'd be like the old days again. Of course, we'll need scrap for the job. I'm afraid our days of pro bono work are on hold at the moment. We'd be happy to pay for your help. Very well. Send over your crew when ready. Oh, and just to let you know, we have a plasma nuke aimed at your battleship. Try anything funny, and we'll make you bleed. Tough lady. I like that. Well, I've done all that I can, Admiral. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm disturbed by these sessions. Disturbed. Your crew members are almost entirely incapable of recalling their most important personal memories. But more troubling than their memory loss is their severe delusions. They claim to recall dying. they can recall dying over and over again. Do you have any explanation for this, Admiral? Anything that might shed light on this peculiar situation? I wish I could tell you more, Doctor. I do. But unfortunately, I get it. Classified information. Well, just thought I would ask. Good luck on your travels, Admiral. I have a feeling you're going to need it. Three more neon. Amazing. We don't have the people to do a ground mission, and I spent some scrap right there. We could investigate the anomaly and see if it's another battleship fight. But I think I'm... Oh, you know what? Let's do it. Church ship! You can relax, Admiral. We're giving away our battleship tech now. The sooner we do, the sooner we can join them in the garden. Let's see what we have left. Tech for a scanner upgrade. Here, take it. Ah, my soul feels lighter already. Well, this doesn't help us one bit. We got absolute junk from that. Why doesn't it help us? Because our navigation scanner was already upgraded twice. And I can see everything that was in front of me already. The cluster boss isn't any different. Alright, let's move on. Let's go to Aldhim next. Nothing's going on here, sir. Admiral, I'm detecting something slightly unusual about that sun. Such as? Nothing extraordinary. It's just that a few of its metrics seem off. Must be a random solar variation. Is the NS Odysseus in danger from in its present position? No, I don't believe so. I see. Well, regardless, it's time we push on. Come on, crew. I think we just press on. I don't have the scrap to purchase anything from the army depot. We're not wounded either. So let's move on to Terran. A key beacon, sir. Picking up an old message. Hi, Dr. Tanaka here with House Akibar Sung Modification Services, reminding you to get your yearly mods. You don't want to end up looking like an Imperial, do you? That is amazing. 19 neon fuel. And we are here for the Omniforge. Church ship! This is going to ask me for neon, isn't it? Greetings, Admiral. For only a small donation to the church, I won't blow you up with my far superior battleship. All things considered, I think you'll find this a most generous offer. I don't want to be damaged before I go into the final boss battle. Take it. We're not looking for a battle. Good. Now I suggest you take your meager ship elsewhere before I asunder it. I am known for my kindness, but even my generosity has its limits. This is what we're here for, everyone, to give us MK3 everything. So let's go ahead and do this. So we definitely want our boomers. Patch to MK3s. We have to upgrade, I think, everything, don't we? We do! And we have one neon left. I think we won't upgrade the frigate MK1, though. Or maybe we upgrade that, but not the MK2. Oh! Right! There's only a certain number of upgrades you can get on an Omniforge. I forgot all about that. I wasn't even paying attention. I was so eager just to see all my boomers become MK3s. Oh, okay. Alright, well... time for the final battle, everyone. Let's see if we can win. Xenon's battleship! At last, Admiral Idaho. I've heard so much about you and your battleship. Sorry my cardinals couldn't be more hospitable. I assure you, we take manners very seriously in the church. Which is why, before I kill you, I'm going to say a prayer for you. Put in a good word for wherever it is you're headed. An Imperial Admiral, you might be in for a nasty little surprise. You've proven yourself an enemy of the Empire, Xenon. Surrender, or I have no choice but to destroy you. Surrender? A pope doesn't surrender. That would be unholy. Now, let's get down to business. I have a sermon I want to wrap up. One on how bravely smashed an evil... One on how I bravely smashed an evil Imperial battleship. Okay, more hull than I have. I should have upgraded my ship before this final battle. I could have given us more hit points. I did not do so. 3 frigates! And they move faster. No Thorns aura here, though. Matter destabilizer, so that's the dot effect on ships. Hullbreaker MK3, so we are on a timer. Executioner laser. And an engine disruptor. Okay, so every... Wow. Every less than 30 seconds, we're going to take 40 hull damage. So we need to be quick at this. Nice. Good work. Good work. And just like that, oops. We want you to pull back. We want more boomers. Because when this detonates, I'm going to want to send in these unstunned boomers. Took down another whole system, I think. I think we did. No, we're simply stunned. Oh, they have their own drones. Interesting. Well, we're not going to get things done by huddling back. I think we'll win this. It is going to be tricky, though, to get multiple. Actually, we don't. We should launch another frigate. Almost lost one of our own hulls. Oh, interesting. They just destroyed that one outright. And it didn't... It must have died to the dot damage, I suppose. Holes. Alright, good. We're hitting them again. This is going to be really close, everyone. Oh, nice. We're making another patched group here as well. Thank goodness. We'll huddle just outside the explosion range. Them and their dot effects. We could fire this weapon again, but I want to wait until they have their other two frigates ready. Looks like church ships just have frigates, which is very nice for me if I don't have to worry about fighters. At half our hit points, everyone. But they're almost on their last hole. Almost on their last one. And we're ready to recharge with another patched group, I think. Yep, we're doing that as well. Let's get another boomer out. damage and a big AoE around them. Try to stop them from getting that frigate. Nope, they're totally gonna get it. We'll get those drones and that one frigate with that blast. Oh, that's a group of us up there. Oh, we're almost down to one ourselves. They slowed down what I was going to use in the flank. Wow, they paralyzed everything of mine. I want my boomers to go out there as a squad, like all together. We're going over there in piecemeal at the moment. That's not working out so well for me. We haven't been able to get a single juggernaut in them either. I think we're going to give up trying. Well, or not. I think that does it. I think that was the last of them. Yep, that's it. Oh, thank God. This was really, really flipping close. So, you think you're going to save the Empire, do you? You're not going to save anything. All will still die in his clusters, I assure you. Did you ever believe the Omnis were gods? Or was your belief always a lie? Yes, when I was a young man, the Omnis were the reason I left my home planet and joined the clergy. My parents were aristocrats in House Talos, with a couple of Omnis on their own. I found that so much of who you are as a young person is merely an act of rebellion against your parents. They despised the church, so I loved it. Unfortunately, at about the time I started to lose my faith, I developed an insatiable hunger for power. By then, my only chance to satisfy my appetite was to rise within the ranks of the church. So I did. Quickly. My greed and enjoyment of that greed far outweighing any moral unrest that I had, which, truth be told, was probably very little to begin with. Yes, Admiral. For a time I did believe, but that was a long time ago. Why? Why did you shut the Omnis down, Xenon? Despite what you believe, I didn't. But you had a motive. Look at how your power has grown. Yes, well, that power has been most unexpected. What do you mean? When the shutdown occurred, I did not know what would happen. I feared the end of the Church of Singularity and the end of myself as its Pope. So I adapted. I had to. It was that or lose my position and become like everyone else. Luckily, my disciples believed I was the prophet I claimed to be. They believed the Omni shut down because we had not worshipped them well enough. Why did they believe what was so obviously a lie? Because the truth, which was that their gods had shut down and would never turn on again, that their gods were in fact not gods, was too painful. They turned to make-believe, to fantasy, and I was happy to provide that for them. No, Admiral, I did not shut down the machines, contrary to what you've heard. But then why have you hunted our ship in your sectors? You are a naive one, aren't you? The preservation of power, of a kingdom. It's been nice not having Oberon breathing down my neck these last 20 years. Then if you didn't do it, who or what did? Let me ask you something, Admiral. Who had the most to gain from messing with Oberon's machines, Who was it who hated Oberon the most? I'll tell you. House Akibara Sung and House Kosh Bwinda. No one despised Oberon more than they. I don't know about this. I think it's that unknown. I think it's the House Vercelli? I think it's House Vercelli that actually did it. But why did they hate him? Because the old man had them under his thumb for centuries. They dreamed of becoming as rich and powerful as House Telos. But they never could. He would never let them. Your culprit is one of them, Admiral, I'm certain. Tell me about the relationship the Church had with Oberon. The relationship? Yes. Your Emperor founded the Church, Admiral. That was the relationship. You lie. Why lie when I'm so close to death? Oberon created a religion to cement the importance and permanence of the Omnis in his empire. But why keep that a secret? To help with the illusion that the machines truly were gods, and not just the invention of a machine invented by a man, which is what they are. Oberon needed people to believe the Omnis were holy things, so as not to question a world, an empire, a galaxy revolving around their existence. And to secure his place in the center of that empire as its immovable emperor. What do you want to know, Imperial? Do you know anything about me, Xenon? Only that you are Oberon's best admiral, and that you died on Ganima, vitrifying the survivalists. Of course, now I can see that I was mistaken. I suppose that was just another ruse by the old man to keep his best weapon hidden. But why do you ask, Admiral? You have a touch of egomania in you too, I can see. Careful. The time has come to surrender, Xenon. Do so and your life will be spared. I promise you. Be that as it may, Admiral, I have no intent on surrendering. To be honest, I don't really see the point. What do you mean? I am dying. We are all here in these sectors. The rich, the poor, the believing, the non-believing. I would imagine it's the same in all the clusters. Without active Omnis, we're doomed. We have 10, 15 years left at most. I'd prefer to die now than spend that time in an Imperial brig, no matter how spacious it may be. Sorry, Admiral. You'll have to finish what you started. I'm glad we won, don't get me wrong. But I kind of have mixed feelings about defeating the Pope of a religion that thinks I'm a god. Know what I mean, Admiral? I'm not even going to answer that. So, do you believe what Xenon said? That the Church of Singularity didn't shut down the Omnis after all? I do, Machine. Xenon had no reason to lie with his death so near. No, I believe he was telling us the truth. So we've eliminated another suspect. But now we have 2 more to add to the list. House Akibara Sung and House Kash Buendia. That's right. It would seem that one of these great houses shut down the Omnis. But which one? Zenon mentioned House Akibara Sung and Kash Buendia, but he wasn't the only one. So did Vond, the Imperial Fleet veteran we arrested. Do you believe these houses may have had something to do with the shutdown machine? The great houses. And next to House Telos, the most powerful in all of the Empire. They've existed since the dawn of the Empire, 700 years ago. But it seems they never had enough power. Not for their tastes, anyway. No, it's not unlikely they had something to do with all this, Admiral. Jealousy and greed are highly motivating factors. Among humans, that is. I might have other answers for you. Who or what do you think most likely turned off the Omnis? I believe a human or a group of humans is most likely behind the shutdown. Somehow they accessed all Omnis, not including me, via the Foldnet, which Gehenna is not connected to, and interfered with our programming. But as embarrassing as it might be to admit, I still do not know who accessed the Omnis, nor how, at this time. Tell me more about House Akibara Sung, Caliban. Besides House Telos, they're probably the wealthiest house in all the clusters. Or they were, anyway. In addition to more traditional Omni-related business pursuits, House Akibara Sung invested heavily in biological and chemical engineering. Why? As a way to try to compete with House Telos, which, because of the positronic chip quota, had a large advantage in Omni industries. Bio and chem engineering also play a significant part in their culture, and they use it to better their intelligence and beauty. Though their standards, especially for beauty, may be considerably different from House Telos. What else can you tell me about the Akis? The Akis, also as a means to add to their considerable fortune, have resorted to less legal means of commerce. You're telling me they've broken Imperial law? Yes, in the past, quite a bit. They frequently engage in questionable practices, extortion and gambling being their specialties. But why didn't Emperor Oberon stop them? I believe he's tried, but not even Oberon has the resources to completely stop them. Our galaxy is too large. Tell me more about House Akibara Sung, Caliban. Oh, okay, so this is just more. Sorry, I see something pop up. I want to know what's in it. I think we've already asked about this as well. I thought maybe what Vaughn said about the original Idaho's death might trigger something. Anything. I'm still not remembering any of my emotional memories. As I've said before, you must be patient. Your emotional memories will return when they're ready to return. And remember, tell me as soon as they do. It's very important. So you never heard that story about the original Idaho's death? Not once. Nor do I know the biographical information of my clones. I assume Oberon didn't want me to know. I'm done asking you questions about this. I agree. I don't think it's healthy to examine the past. One should always be looking towards the future. Enough chit-chat. The time has come to push on, machine. But who do we investigate first? House Akibara Sung or Kash Buendia? At this time, they seem equally guilty. Based on my knowledge of the folder hub map, it will take us less time to travel to the Aki cluster. Why don't we start there? Then it's settled. We leave as soon as we possibly can for the Aki cluster. The fate of the Empire depends on it. New battleship unlocked, Jericho class. Alright, so now we can use the third ship. I guess we'll give this a try the next time and see how much I like this one. I really like the Chaos vessel. I'm surprised. After using the Excelsior battleship, I thought I wouldn't like anything else. But wow, I really do like the Chaos battleship. I like that playstyle very much. In trying to use various swarms that are dangerous to get. Like, I love it. I love fast spawning Zerglings, basically, charging them at my enemies, or Hormigons, Termagants, whatever they're called. Love it. Absolutely great. And that they detonate when they get destroyed, that's even better. I want to flood the enemy lines with them, have them all detonate and destroy them all, and then just the swarm continues to move on towards the enemy battleship. It's amazing. And we complete Chapter 2. Alright, everyone, so we're going to return to the main menu. And in the next video, we will start the next chapter. I will see you guys then. Take care, everyone, and thanks for watching.